Yo, what's up? It's that time of the month again where we'll take you through the gear that has had the most pocket time recently. There are things here that regular viewers are probably sick to death of seeing by now, so in order not to bore these poor souls out of their minds, I'll try to keep it swift, so let's get right into it. First, what I stayed the same. A lot, but that's only half true. Obviously, none of the stuff you see here is in my pockets all the time. I try out different products regularly, but what you see here is the stuff that I get drawn back to the most. So for my wallet, I'm once again stuck with the Don't Bolso Burn. I have such a love-hate relationship with this thing, I don't even know where to begin. I have made a full review about this wallet, but in short, it's the greatest design and layout for a minimalist front pocket wallet I know of. It's made out of decent leather, but it's overall still cheaply made. If they would make a high-end version of this wallet, with the finest leather and craftsmanship for like $250 or so, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I have tried using different wallets again and again over the past couple of weeks, but can't seem to get away from this one for more than 3 days in a row. Honestly, it's all I ever wanted from a wallet in most regards. The form factor is just so perfect. It fits a small pen and stores all the cards, bills and coins I want to carry. So overall, even though this is not the best made wallet you can buy, it is the one I can't get away from. So I guess I sort of have to recommend it by now. I will probably do a video on my small wallet collection in the coming weeks, since that is something that has been requested a lot. So if you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned and give this video a thumbs up. Next up is my Travex link, which is how I carry my keys and some tools. Not much has changed here either, other than the fact that I actually bought another one, this time in black, to go along with my black Don't Bolso Burn if I ever feel like going with the all black theme on any given day. It also hides a lot better on those darker pants. Aside from that, I have removed most tools from my keychain and now only carry my Leatherman style PS on there, as well as a small ferrocerium rod. Why would I carry a ferrocerium rod on my EDC keychain? Well, I don't know. For some reason I wanted to put that on there. I have never used it and probably never will, so don't be surprised if this thing is gone by the time I make my next EDC update. So yeah, the Travex link is another one of these items I simply can't seem to get away from. My phone is still the iPhone 10 and that will probably not change until the next iPhone will be released. That is, of course, unless I mess up and break this one. But you know, that's why I decided to go with the Spigen Tough Armor case again. I alternate between this, the black leather case by Mucho, and the brown leather case by Nomad, depending on what I'm doing on any given day and what kind of EDC theme I'm going with. But for about 75% of the time it's a Spigen Tough Armor case, simply because I can be completely reckless with this guy on. On my wrist I still wear the Sinn 104 ST-SA-I. I get a lot of comments on this watch, both online and offline. And even my girlfriend, who to be honest has been completely against the idea of spending that much money on a watch, has warmed up to it by now and tells me how great it looks. I might add a new timepiece or two to my collection this year, but I'm honestly not exactly in a rush to do so. And I'm not even sure on what to go with next. One thing I know for sure is that I would rather save up longer to get the watch I truly lust after than buying a holdover to get a quick fix. So for good or for bad, this watch will probably be featured in many more EDC updates to come. If you haven't seen enough of it by now, I am however planning to make a review of it this month. I have bought it pretty much exactly a year ago, so by now I feel like I have enough real-world experience to talk about it. For my flashlight, I went with the Clarus Mi7 Ti. Usually around this time of the year, I slowly make the switch from carrying a huge overkill flashlight like the FW3T you have seen me carry over the past couple of months to something smaller and more appropriate for the season. But since Mother Nature seems to have a couple of mood swings lately, and the weather has been everything from warm loveliness to icy snowstorms, I decided to go with the Mi7 as a sort of in-between light. The Mi7 Ti is made out of titanium and can run on either a AA or a 14500 lithium-ion battery. Since I want maximum output, I obviously went with the 14500 battery. The light overall looks fantastic if you ask me, but the UI isn't very well thought through, and it honestly should have come with a tail switch. It's a good light overall, but probably wasn't designed by someone who uses the light himself regularly. But anyway, I will just keep it at that for now. My EDC knife of choice for this video is the TRE in grey titanium. The TRE is an interesting concept by the Italian knife maker Lion Steel that gives you the ability to switch between a flipper knife, a thumb opening knife, and a two-handed opening knife with just a few screws. Why would you want that? Well, if you live in Germany, for example, you are allowed to own and to some degree also to carry a one-handed opening and locking knife. But not everywhere and not all the time. It's complicated. Generally speaking, you are more on the safe side, even though this isn't 100% true all the time either, by going with the two-handed opening knife, if you want or need a knife with a locking blade mechanism, that is. This knife allows you to seamlessly alternate between those options. So on one hand you can have a flipper to fidget with when you're at home or out camping, but on the other hand you can have a regular two-handed opening knife when you're just out and about during the week. The TRE is also quite beautiful in my opinion, and the M390 steel keeps a good edge for a long time. So yeah, it's a great companion for a lot of different situations. Just a side note though, even without the tabs, this knife can still be opened one-handed if you really want to. So just be aware of the fact that this is not 100% safe in being a two-handed opening knife. But anyway, that's it for this month's EDC update. I hope you enjoyed it and that you have gotten some inspiration out of it. Please let me know in the comments down below what else you might like to see and how your own EDC gear changes between the seasons. Thanks for watching and take care.